Okay, I'm starting with the DAX tonight, seeing as has been one of those liquid markets out there for day traders anyway, and so also it's just they're very exposed to Greece. They have a huge percentage of the bonds in Greece, so they are one of the major creditors. So what happens in the DAX can be indicative of the overall mood in the market, and we can see we are trapped in this range, and we actually have a gap from the Sunday open at down here somewhere. Must be about 11,060, something like that. So it's possible the gaps can stay open for as long as they like, but it's possible if we do get any severe moves, we could come down and test this major support down here. In the meantime, it's if you're a good scalper, then great, but otherwise steer clear. And let's look at the Dow. Dow's very similar story. This chart pattern is occurring in a lot of the key charts, and I'm actually beginning to think we're in for a very range-bound summer. You know, as we head into July, it looks as if we could just end up staying in that box, and at some stage in the autumn we will potentially get a decent move. But in the meantime, I mean, you could work all sorts of things into this. You could work head and shoulders. You could work a wedge. You could work all sorts of things in there. But the bottom line is, well, the main thing to work in there is a box. And when we do get out of this box, then I suspect what we will get is either a move to that extent up to 18,750, or a move down to 17,000, potentially 17,000. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in that chart at the moment, and FTSE is not too dissimilar. Let me clear all the stuff out of the way. So we had this slope at the top, we've got all this support underneath, and we are just in the middle of it. So same story. Okay, let's just look at the main forex pairs, and the pound is looking very strong. That's the 20 EMA. We haven't even come in contact with the 20 EMA yet. That's the thick blue line just narrowly below it. It all looks very bullish because this 55 is crossing through the 200. So what I would like to see is a push down to 155 to get the buyers in. Gives us a chance to get in the bottom of this channel and see if we can get to 160. That may not happen. We could close above the weekly pivot here, 15750, and go straight up to see 160. So I would just steer clear at the moment, to be absolutely honest. Pound yen. You can see how bullish the market is. It gets a severe drop and it gets bought. So I think we need another decent drop to the 20 EMA before that is viable. The 20 EMA, this thick line, has been a really good indicator of what this can do. You can see we are just in a really good channel. We are RSI, there are some divergences, but yeah, it doesn't want, at the moment it doesn't want to lie down. If we get, let me think, we could just get this kind of pattern again, where we get a few blasts down, pull back, and then we can get short. Well, this just isn't happening. This is just a bullish consolidation at the moment, and that dip could be the end of the consolidation. But I'd again steer clear until we get some more decisions. Euro yen sitting on 50%. A nice dip to 137 could get that one going. Tough. I mean, with this, I mean, it looks to me as if the Greek decision is going to go into at least Monday. Who knows? Could even drag even further. Ones I do like. I'm becoming very bullish on. For those of you in the room who will know this, I'm becoming very bullish on this Aussie. I've marked out this bottoming pattern here, and we've got a little hammer in there 2 days back. We're holding just into a narrow range. I'm saying this quite a lot, aren't I, at the moment? So yeah, we need to bust out of that, but I think we could at least go and retest 80 sometime soon. So I'm a buyer of the Aussie US, I'm a buyer of Aussie CAD. So we just closed just narrowly on the 55 there. So it's not too late to get in this. I think what we might do, we might see another dip into this area of 95.25. Bear in mind we're hardly that far above this anyway. I think at that stage that might get that going. And obviously the first target will be 96.50, 97. Okay, we haven't looked at the Euro US yet. Squeezed. It's got the potential to bust up. I mean, a resolution to, or at least if temporary, whatever, could see that hold and just launch itself back up to 115. At the moment, all pullbacks are bought. This trend line is holding nicely so far. What am I doing with it? I'm literally just staying aside. I'm just not touching that Euro US. Nice fall in the early first half of the week. We've got very little data tomorrow, so just not a lot to go after. Let's have a quick look at gold and oil. Oil, did trade this today and got a very small stop out. I just wasn't risking much money in it. Again, wedge, potentially, box more likely. Gold, hard to call. Keeps a lot of black there, keeps edging lower ever since we failed up here. Yeah, we keep closing lower, but no real significant direction. We don't often talk about these Swissy pairs, but this is the pound Swissy, and we're sitting on top of this box. Obviously, a lot of people have avoided this because of the Swissy Thursday, but here we are at 147.50, but we've got the potential to do at least 150 on this. So the potential 250 points here. So all the moving averages are knotted underneath it, which is healthy for the upside. So if you get a pullback to 147 or another retest, yeah, 146 would be better. I'm not sure we're going to get that, but that is potentially going to going to at least give you 250 points. And at some stage, it's going to go back to 155 at some stage. Okay, just an idea. And stocks. ISRG, stuck. Bottoming, but stuck. Yeah, certainly no signs of selling, let's put it that way. And Alnor is holding its own, not doing much more. Teva is just coming out the bottom of that. Miners sideways to weak on Vedanta, and Fresnillo weak. So I'm just keeping an eye on gold on these and just seeing what happens. I have one sector I am interested in. I'm getting interested in oil. I'm talking about rig and diamond offshore. Okay, that's rig is not happy, but we do have very, very decent support there. Potential head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. So what I'd like to see is a dip underneath this level and then a close above it. In the meantime, that is still short, but I'm watching it. Schlumberger, yuck. Diamond offshore. Ooh, making a new low. No, it's not. It's on major support. So very, very similar to rig. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, oil stocks are just not holding on. Okay. It's actually about to start looking at that for a long, but it's not working. Are there any with any relative strength? Now VLO was very good earlier this year. At real relative strength, a lot of the oil stocks are just not holding up, and VLO is. So if oil does come back in favour, we need to watch out for that one. Any others I like? No. Shorts. Right, let me just get my little list up because I've got some shorts in mind. Before I talk about shorts, let's just give you an update on some other stocks I've been calling here. Called this one LSE, London Stock Exchange. This is doing really well. Yeah, I have taken some profits off up here, but that it's potentially got another leg in it. So yeah, decent push up. If you get a pull back to that support, that's a potential another entry in that one. AA, I don't think AA is just not holding up. So steer well clear. It is hitting decent support. So you know, this is a potential to get in. Keep an eye on this, because that's in a apex, comes out of that to the upside. That could come out strong. Facebook. I've actually taken my profits in Facebook, so I'm looking to buy back at 85. I want to pull back to 85 on Facebook. Yeah, this is not the time of year for me just to sit there and let a lot of profits go by. So that's what I'm looking for. Pull back to this kind of area, 84, 85 on Facebook. Let's look at Amazon. I saw lots of people talking about Amazon. Yeah, potential bullish consolidation. You have to buy very high at that stage. Right, shorts. This is Costain, and the reason why I like this short is, I have to be honest, because of the news. The government came out today and said they were pulling away from a lot of investment in the railways, and this one is one which is going to suffer. So I think if we start breaking that support, this one could come tumbling down to at least 300 or more. This is cost. The other one I like is, you guys may have guessed it already, Alpha BT is a very similar pattern. It's been struggling anyway. That's just closed under a major area of resistance. It was support, now that's resistance. Ultimately, we could come tumbling down to 200 here. That's 250. So those two I would short, and I would just bid, so offer, sorry, into the bar. Try and get to 250, 252 on that one. Alright, hope that helps, and I won't be in the room tomorrow as it's such a quiet day. I'm just going to leave it, and so I will talk to you on Monday.